They say love isn't found, it's built. But what truly builds it? What makes a woman go from liking a man to feeling deeply, emotionally connected to him? It's not the gifts, the compliments, or the constant attention. It's something deeper, something invisible but powerful. It's vulnerability. When a woman feels safe enough to open up, her entire emotional system responds. Her brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same chemical that connects a mother to her child. It's nature's way of saying, this person is safe. You can trust them. That's why deep conversations sometimes feel more intimate than physical touch. Because emotional connection touches the part of her that physical attraction never can, her soul. A woman doesn't open up to everyone. She opens up to the one who listens without judgment, the one who makes her feel seen, not analyzed. When she shares her fears, her insecurities, her past, she's not being dramatic. She's testing something. She's testing whether her emotions are safe with you. And if she feels that safety, something powerful happens inside her mind as she begins to associate your presence with comfort, peace, and home. That's how emotional attachment begins. Not through manipulation, not through games, but through genuine emotional safety. When she feels like she can be her raw and filtered self around you without being mocked, that's when you enter her emotional world. And once you're there, it's not easy to replace you because you're not just someone she loves. You've become someone she trusts with her truth. But trust is fragile. Once it's broken, it doesn't just hurt, it rewires everything. When betrayal happens, the same brain that once released bonding hormones begins to release stress hormones instead. Oxytocin drops. Cortisol rises. She doesn't just lose interest. She loses safety. And when safety disappears, love cannot survive. That's why when a woman finally detaches, it's not sudden. It's the result of silent pain she's been processing long before she ever walked away. Most men think connection comes from attraction, but that's where they get it wrong. Attraction gets her attention. Emotional understanding keeps her heart. You don't need to have all the answers, you just need to listen with intention. The kind of listening where she feels heard, not fixed. Because women don't always want solutions. Sometimes, they just want to feel understood. And that's where emotional intelligence comes in. Emotional intelligence is the quiet power that most men overlook. It's not about being overly emotional, it's about being aware. It's noticing when her tone changes, when her eyes dim, when her words say I'm fine but her energy screams I'm hurting. It's understanding her emotions without judging them. That's what creates emotional safety. That's what builds lasting connection. You see, vulnerability isn't weakness. It's actually the highest form of strength. When she opens up, when she cries, when she shares her scars, she's showing courage. And when you can do the same, when you drop your own mask and show that you too have fears, doubts, and flaws, that's when the connection becomes mutual. Real love isn't built when two perfect people meet. It's built when two people stop pretending to be perfect. Even after a relationship ends, women often struggle to forget the man they were emotionally bonded to. Because women don't just remember what happened, they remember how it felt. The warmth, the comfort, the safety. Emotional memory lasts longer than physical memory. That's why even years later, she might not remember your words. But she'll remember the feeling of being understood, being held, being emotionally safe. And when that bond is broken, it leaves an emptiness that's hard to explain. She becomes guarded, distant, harder to reach, not because she stopped caring, but because she's protecting the part of her that once cared too much. Her silence becomes armor. Her independence becomes survival. That's the hidden truth about women. They love deeply, but they also hurt deeply. Their attachment runs on emotion, not logic. And when they give you that level of trust, they're not just letting you in, they're handing you the power to destroy or heal them. So if you ever get the chance to be with a woman who opens up to you, value it. Don't mock her for being sensitive. Don't use her weakness against her. Because when she's vulnerable with you, she's not being weak, she's being real. And that's rare. At the end of the day, love isn't about perfection, it's about safety. A woman will choose peace over passion, safety over status, and emotional connection over luxury every single time. Because when a woman feels safe, she blooms. When she feels understood, she gives more. And when she feels emotionally connected, she stays loyal in ways you can't even imagine. So if you want to truly connect with a woman, stop trying to impress her and start trying to understand her. Listen to the silence between her words. Notice the emotion behind her laughter. Pay attention to the things she doesn't say. Because sometimes, the loudest emotions are the ones she hides the most. She doesn't want a perfect man. She wants a safe man. Someone who can hold her heart without dropping it. Someone who can see her chaos and not run from it. Someone who understands that love isn't a performance, it's presence. Because in the end, it's not about how much you say you love her. It's about how safe she feels when you say nothing at all. This is Behind the Mind, where we explore the truths that hide beneath emotions. And if you understand this, you'll realize something powerful, that love doesn't begin when two hearts meet. It begins when two souls finally feel safe to be seen.